Labor Minister Shane Gibson is not taking the Trade Union Congress' recent threat to stage mass industrial action lightly. Addressing the issue outside Cabinet this morning, Mr. Gibson told reporters he will not sit back and allow some 15,000 union members to shut the country down.
You understand the way the law works, right? You file a trade dispute. Once I refer that dispute to the tribunal, you cannot take any industrial action. So you can file as many trade disputes as you want. You can take as many strike polls as you want. Once I refer the matter to the industrial tribunal, you cannot strike us against the law. And so once you put me on notice that you can strike, right? Once you put me on notice that you want to interrupt the country, then I have to decide whether it's in the best interest of the country to give me advance notice that you intend to do something and just sit back and do nothing. I have to make that decision. If you tell the world and you tell me that you can shut down an entire country, it would be irresponsible of me if it's within my power to stop you from shutting down the country, to sit back and allow you to shut it down. Right? So the law works on both sides.
Mr. Gibson also responded to critics who say that $800 raise given to minimum wage civil servants really isn't an increase at all, not when one considers the pending introduction of value-added tax. Mr. Gibson says given the state of the local economy, the government did its best to ignore international advice to slash the country's labor force.
When it's time to speak to VAT, the appropriate person to speak to VAT, what I will speak to is the industrial agreement that we will be able to sign with the Bahamas Public Service Union. If you look at countries all over the world, all over the Caribbean, they're reducing the size of the civil service. If you take the recommendation of a lot of the international organizations, if we follow what they say, we would reduce the public service. We are not reducing the size of the public service. We've maintained it. The workers understood the difficult position, the fiscal position that the government is in, and they reached a compromise. And we are very close to signing one or two other government agreements as well. Because the workers, they understand, all of us live in the same Bahamas. For those workers, for those union leaders who pretend to live in another country, we all live in the Bahamas. We all understand the challenges. And that's why at this particular time, when the economy was good, good increases were given out, or what they considered to be good increases were given out, and we were able to give more. Now that the economy is not as good as it used to be, of course, the workers decided that it's in the best interest of all concerned to reach a compromise that they can live with.
According to the minister, the Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union could have also received a hike in salaries.
We just signed an industrial agreement with the public service, 20,000. Those persons understood the position to be in. They reached a compromise. This is their second increase they're getting when Customs and Immigration haven't gotten any yet. Right? They signed 2. Okay, so what I'm saying is, if they decide that they want to be reasonable and understand and accept and compromise, that's one thing. But if you want to be unreasonable, then you'll continue to wait.
Reporting for JCN News, I'm Greg Smith.